Hey guys, in today's video I'll be shedding light into something that I believe every trader should know in terms of how extremely difficult trading can be and what it will take for anyone to succeed. This video is not to scare anyone from trading, it's just the honest reality, and if anything it's better to understand this perspective of trading as well so that you can better prepare yourself for any challenges that you might come across in the market, especially in your learning journey. Firstly, trading is not just for everyone, and this is not from a discrimination point of view, but the kind of mental resilience that is required to stick through during the challenges you will face during your trading and eventually overcome is not something that many people have. So you might have someone who wants to genuinely learn and master trading, but somewhere along the way, as the hurdles start coming, they kind of tell themselves that maybe this is just too much for me to handle, and they basically start reconsidering. So it's not a matter of whether you really want to learn or not, but it's a question of whether you will have the mental and emotional resilience to handle the months or even years of frustrations during your learning process. In your learning process of trading, one of the things that you need is to develop a working strategy or a working system. Now you can come up with your own style by testing out different concepts in the market, or you could choose to borrow from an existing strategy but probably tweak a few things to suit your trading personality. Assuming you cross this bridge and you now have a working strategy, that's not enough. You still have to deal with the psychological bit of trading. For instance, you can have a great strategy but you still find yourself being indisciplined to follow it. Now unlike a normal job, in trading there is no boss and you are your own accountability partner. So no one will reprimand you because you breached your trading rules or were indisciplined to your strategy, but instead these will reflect in your performance. So trading will require you to develop self-discipline, and in all honesty, by the time most people get hit by this reality, they've already been punished terribly in the markets. Such small psychological issues can hold a trader's progress hostage for a very long time, sometimes for months, even years. In fact, the majority of traders in the industry are not struggling because they don't have a strategy. It's purely psychology. Psychology is so bad that it almost gets to a point where you're battling yourself and you become the biggest enemy of progress in your trading journey. Who are just starting trading never really anticipate such issues, and when they come in the real markets and they've been struggling with psychology for, let's say, sometimes a year or two, then quitting becomes a very easy option. I've personally come across individuals who were trading for a while but they ended up failing so bad that you cannot convince them that anyone can make money from trading. They kind of believe that it's indeed impossible, and this is from their own experience. Before you continue, let me introduce you to this platform called Fastbull, which I use to follow up with the market news. It has very many sections. As you can see, we have the economic calendar there. Inside the economic calendar, you can see the news that is coming this week. You can also check through the past data that has been released in case you are interested. You can go back in time using this calendar. Fastbull is a website that I recommend because it's very easy to customize. If you come under the screen, you'll realize you can select the news from the countries that you want to receive the data from. You can also customize your calendar to only receive high impact news, which is something that I always do. Myself, I always avoid trading whenever we have high impact news. So you can come and select the 3 stars here so that you'll be receiving only high impact news. When you are inside the economic calendar and you are someone who struggles to understand what this data even means, you can just click on the news, then it will open to your page. In the page, you'll find detailed explanation about that specific news and what it actually means. Maybe that will help you to have a clear understanding of what is going on in the markets. An important thing to mention is that they also have a mobile app, which is a plus. So whenever you are outside the house or somewhere where you can't access, let's say, your laptop or your PC, it's always easy to be able to follow up with the economic calendar from your phone. So you can download it on your phone, making it very convenient. The final thing I'll just mention is this 724 page, which will be showing you all macroeconomic events across different markets in general. So now this is not just about the forex market, this is about even the futures and global macroeconomic news, even political news. So if you want to follow up on that, you will find it here. And that's it. So let's get back to the video. Another thing you will face in your learning process is the losing streaks. And the thing with trading is learning never ends. You can be 10 years in trading, but you still find that terrible losing period, which leaves you for a drawdown for maybe a whole month or even 2 months. When you're in drawdown, it simply means you're not making any money, because even if you get a profitable trade, you're still trying to recover from the negative and take your account back up positive. So it's possible to have a whole 1 or 2 months where you're not making any money from your trade. trades. Regardless of the system you are using, you can't run away from such periods. Now, that moment where you are losing consistently is when most people get tested. Not everyone can handle a losing streak very well. These are very tiny things that when you're starting trading, no one usually prepares you of. From my own experience, one of the worst places you can be as a trader is at a position where you actually have a nice strategy, one that you've backtested and you've seen is working in the market, but somehow because of psychology you are still hitting losses, or your overall performance is still negative. That is one of the most frustrating places you can ever be. Another important thing to mention about trading is, unlike other industries, you can't buy your way up. It's either you have the skill or not. Now, in a good number of industries, the possibility exists that you could probably use some backdoors or unaccepted ways to maneuver your way up to the top. Well, in trading, there is no such a thing. There's no amount of money that you can use to buy the shortcut to you developing the skill. You must put in hundreds, if not thousands of hours to fully master the different trading concepts, take time to do hundreds of backtests across different markets, and constantly practice for you to start developing the skill. And eventually you might find what works for you. Paying for the best mentorship in the world will not make you a profitable trader. The mentor will only share the knowledge that they have and the approaches they use in the market, but it will only take you to internalize everything into your trading DNA. That being said, I need you to understand that if you are to make it in trading, you need to be built different. First, understand that you're in a very tough industry and build up the emotional and mental muscle to sustain yourself through any challenges that you will face in your trading. You have to get to a point where you are locked in 100%, and whatever the difficulties, you keep going. Small issues such as the time factor, you will have to throw out of the window. In fact, if you are starting trading and one of your major concerns is how long it will take you to be profitable, or how sooner can you make any money from the markets, you have to do away with that mindset and instead focus on dedicating more chart hours to learn and practice. The more you practice, the more likely you are to become profitable sooner than you think. The time factor thing never works very well. It's very possible to finish a year or two in trading and you thought by then you'll be profitable, then somehow you find that yes, you've made a lot of progress, but you're still not where you want to be. So if your focus is on the time limits, then you'll easily get discouraged. Your end goal is to become a successful trader, not to become a successful trader within 5 or 6 months. And on the same note, we have a significant number of traders who struggled for 3, 4, 5, 6 years, and the minute they got their breakthrough in trading, they ended up recovering all their losing years in such a short span of time. And currently they're among the best traders in the industry. So if such a person could have given themselves that 1 or 2 year time limit, it simply means they would not have crossed that 3 or 4 year period which they got their breakthrough. Remember, everyone's timing is very different. So the ultimate lesson of this video is those who succeed in trading are only those who will do whatever it takes. And always remember that regardless of your mentor, regardless of any mentorship program that you are in, the success will come more from your input than any other person's. That being said, I'm done with this long lecture, and whatever you've taken from this video, I hope it's positive and will better prepare you mentally and emotionally to navigate through your trading journey.